No, Shri. Jai Bhavani. Oh.
Yeah, Vaidyanathanji.
Kumarji, namaste. So you mentioned about Kaivalya Upanishad doesn't have a commentary bhashyam by Adi Shankara. Is that correct? So though even though it doesn't have a bhashyam, it obviously has an important message to convey, right? That's why you decided to teach it right at the beginning, right after Bhagavad Gita. So can you share with us a little of that?
Right. So that's the question. See, generally, Mukhya Upanishad. Mukhya Upanishad means what? There are many Upanishads. Some people say there are 108 Upanishads. Some people say there are even more which got lost. So there's a lot of granthas that are lost. And I won't say forever, because Bhagavan has a way of somehow, unfolding this knowledge. But in any case, this Mukhya Upanishad, they say in English, they say primary Upanishads, etc. They use a word. And the reason it's primary is because Adi Shankaracharya has written commentaries on those Upanishads. That is why Isha Kena Katha Prashna Mundaka Mandukya Tittarihi Aitrench Chandogyam Brihadaranyakam Dasha. So these are the 10 Upanishads. And some Upanishads like this particular Kaivalya are short. They're short. Only 25 or so shlokas are there. Mantras are there in this Upanishad. And some popular mantras are also there. Na karmana na prajaya dhane na tyage naike amritatvamanshuku. All those mantras come here. And also, it gives the teacher the opportunity to teach the entire vision of Vedanta using this Upanishad. It gives that room. The Sampradaya is talked about, etc. So, we can learn the entire, what do you call it? The pursuit of Vedanta, Shreyas, by studying this Upanishad, and it's shorter than other Upanishads. Like Katha, what is it? Katha had some, I don't know, 100 and something, 15, 20, like that. There are some mantras. And so, that way it is short. And so that's the reason. Puja Swamiji would teach this Upanishad also. And so that's the reason, Vaidya, that we study this Upanishad.
That's very helpful. So you're saying it covers the entire process, you said?
Yeah, process. So, see, Vaidya.
Yeah.
In a way, every Upanishad covers the entire process. It should talk about adhikari, right? What are the things that should be there in a text? We talked in the last class. I'll mention it again next time. So, Vishaya, Adhikari, Prayojanam, and Sambandham. These are the 4 things that was in every text. And so it's all there in the Upanishad. And just because it is short, it doesn't mean it is going to skip something. Not like that. And even though the Upanishad does not have to talk about everything, but the teacher has the opportunity to introduce. This word means that it is all encapsulated, concentrated in one word. And so we have the ability to expand on that word, give some additional background. Okay. And so, technically, Upanishad is Jnana Yoga. There is no Karma Yoga talked about in the Upanishad. It assumes the guy is ready. Person is ready. Because those days, all these opportunities were not there. And so, somebody gets this Viveka, this idea that I want to learn the Shastram. And of course, Swamis and others have come to the villages and all, and they've given talks. And so they are not unaware of these things. And so children and adults come to know, they get exposed to this Shastram. But then at the time comes when somebody wants to study, then what? There is only one option that person has. You know what option it is? They have to leave home. Those days, I'm talking about those days. They had to leave home. They had to go to an ashram. They must have heard about this ashram, that ashram. So I'm going to go there. And going there is not just like that. You take a flight and go. No, somehow you have to go. Whether it is walking or train or whatever, those days, what they had, I don't know. 500 years back, what transportation there is back, I can't even guess. So somehow they go. And somehow they go, it is not for returning. They go with the intention, this is what I want. They are crystal clear already. That student, quote unquote student, is crystal clear. They leave home. And there is a parting ceremony at home because nobody leaves home just like that. That's why parents are scared when the children are studying Bhagavad Gita. These Indian parents, they have all kinds of fears, I tell you. And then they say, Bhagavad Gita, instead of being happy, the parents in the class, they come and tell me, Guruji, I wish I had studied Bhagavad Gita when I was in college. But when their own son or daughter says that I'm attending Bhagavad Gita class, then they say, what? Who? Tell me. Which friend asked you to come to Bhagavad Gita class? Tell me. Call that friend. Is this what you're supposed to do? Am I paying this fees for you to study Bhagavad Gita? These fellows, I'm telling you, Indian parents, I'm upset with these guys. Not upset. They are the ones who teach me all these ideas. Suddenly, when somebody said that, then only I realized. Don't give me all these things. I wish I had studied Bhagavad Gita 25 years ago. You're studying Bhagavad Gita now. Be happy. That's about it. Thanks, Vaidya.
Thank you, Jayakumar.
Jyoti ji.
Namaskara, Guruji. This is not about, to any clarification or anything, because you are telling the Manusha Janma is great. There are certain dasas, Haridasas in Kannada also, they have written, they said, Manava Janma vidu doddadu, ida halu madabedi huchappagalira. In the sense, Paityatinale in the Mahan, please forgive my Tamil, but I'm trying to translate. In the Manava Janmam, it's very Perimayana Janma, ide Nasha Padkolladinge. It's very great. Manava Janma idu doddadu. It's big. Ida halu madabedi. Idanna nashta madkobedi. Don't waste it. So Devarnamas, many Devarnamas also convey many spiritual teachings through simple songs. Haridasas. That's what, it came to my mind when you were telling about that. That's one thing I wanted to tell. The next thing is you are telling about, this is in a lighter vein, dog's life. I was just reading somewhere, now the dogs have very nice life in the sense they get spas, they get haircuts, they have hospitals, they get special foods, nutrition, and then whatnot, everything. So when one man is struggling for something, no, instead of telling he's having dog's life, no, now we have to sell the dog is having man's life. The dog is not treated well. Somebody had written an article about that. So I just wanted to share this. There is now reversal happening in the world. I just wanted to share that.
You know what, Jyoti ji? When I said dog's life, everything you said was there in my head. And that's why immediately, do you know what I said? Do you remember what I said after that? Does anybody remember what I said? After I said dog's life, immediately I
They
said
don't
something.
compare with each other.
No. After I said dog's life, I said something. I qualified the dog.
They are not jealous.
Street
They are
dog.
not
You spoke about a
dog.
street dog.
street dogs.
Street dog. I said street dog. Because I was aware of this chow chow eating dog. Pets, this pet industry and all. I've studied a lot about this pet industry also. What all they do, how they train all these pets, how many pets are tortured in this pet industry, everything. At one time I studied all this. That's why immediately I said street dog. And I pointed to the street. For me, street is there. But how do you know I'm pointing to a street, So that is what I tried to say. But anyway, yeah, point well taken.
No, I was not disputing your statement. I was just remembering. Now there
No,
is
that's
so
good.
much happening
that's
for
fine.
the dogs also.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Good. As long as animals are treated well, I'm happy about that. I can't complain about it. And but the pet industry is killing a lot of animals in the process. How about that? So good. Let everybody be happy wherever they are. Thank you,
ధన్యవాదాలు.
Haraprasad.
Namaste, Mahodaya. Mahodaya forgot to mention something when he was, I think he purposely did not mention when he was giving his introduction, and that is, he is also a gold medalist. So this should be noted. It is a very accomplished thing. And secondly, I personally am very grateful to him for all he has taught us, both online and in Houston. And I sincerely thank him for that. Dhanyawadaha, Mahodaya.
Thank you, Haraji and Haraprasad ji, Swapna, and many others. We used to meet every week at their home, and we used to study the Bhagavad Gita, and we used to. I was not teaching at that time. We were reading the transcriptions of Swamiji's talks. It came in a book format, so we used to read paragraph. Then we used to discuss it, and since I was exposed to the teaching in a more formal way, they used to ask me to elaborate whenever the elaboration was needed. So it was a very good engagement for us. Like that, we used to have 3 Gita classes in Houston. And so thank you, Haraji. Good memories. And please convey my regards to Ratnaji also. And all those memories are still very fresh here. Thank you. Good. The messages in the chat. Okay. I see.
Really blessed, Guruji, because on the first day of Margari, we start with a new Upanishad, and blessed to have you as a student once again after the lovely 5-year journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Hemalataji. So if there are any new members in the class who just joined, if you feel like introducing, please do. And we'll introduce everybody else also in the process. So we can know each other a little better.
Sir, I am Sridhar Ramanujam. I'm also joined the other class which we are doing on Mundaka Upanishad. I'm from Bangalore, semi-retired. Been in advertising already. Hari Om, sir.
Sorry, been what?
Advertising all my life.
Oh, advertising industry?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I
I
see.
used to run my own company which I sold.
Okay. Very nice to have you, Sridharji.
Thank you, sir.
Namaste. My name is Pavitra. I am from currently living in Charlotte, North Carolina. I am from Madurai, Tamil Nadu, and I just saw this recently only about from in Rajvedamji's Facebook feed, and Kaivalya Upanishad. I just interested looking at that subject and telling that it's a short and one to learn. So it just got me curious to want to learn. I also have a 6-year-old who learns at Agastya Gurukulam. He's a Sanskrit immersion school. So because he's learning about all these things, and when I grew up, I know in general what Hinduism and general, but I didn't know any of these in depth. So I was hoping that if I understand Upanishads and things better, it will be easy for me to explain and connect with him as he's also learning. So thank you, Swamiji. It was a very eye-opening session for me today, just listening to you. Thank you.
Yeah, very good. And Agastya Gurukulam started by Vijaya Vishwanathan and team. And I know Vijaya well, and good initiative for children. And I'm hearing that a lot of children have joined the Gurukulam from many cities. So that's good. That's very nice. And we need to a critical part of the child's curriculum must be this learning of shlokas, learning of the significance of our culture, because our culture is a bit harder also to understand. Number one, not harder, I would say harder. It is it requires understanding. We have to go beyond belief.
Mm.
At least we have to start with belief. We all start with belief, no doubt about that. Without belief, there is no knowledge anyway. And so then living in the US has its own challenges, because because there is a minority with a highly evolved cultural background living in a majority population which is absolutely unaware of it and not representative of it. It can pose a lot of problems for children, and therefore also Hindu parents. So I'm happy that they're uh, they're following that curriculum. Welcome, Pavitra.
Dhanyavad.
Namaste, Guruji. I'm Shalini, and I don't know. I was just wondering if I should introduce myself because I joined your Bhagavad Gita class at the very end, and I was introduced to Arsh through my Sanskrit classes. Somebody recommended that if you want to study Sanskrit, that's a very good place. So I am from Chandigarh, and we did have a chat, if you remember. I don't know if you remember. So, because the Bhagavad Gita class was just ending.
You said you had a son who were taking care of your son there in Chandigarh, and you said something about Chandigarh being a highly well-planned city, I think. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, yes. I think some part of the conversation was that. So there was always this thirst to know more about our culture. But thankfully, I have now been directed. I was associated with the Chinmay Mission when we were living in Canada. Like you, we were immigrants, and but we then decided to return, thankfully, and I'm very happy that I'm as Pavitra ji said, Sanskrit immersion. I found the term very very nice because in Canada you only have French immersion, and and in India of course everything is English immersion. I am so blessed to be in this cultural immersion group as it is, and with to have you as my teacher. Very blessed. Thank you so much. And I think I'm on my way to do this long course. I think the Chinmay Mission has it. And if I don't know if Coimbatore seems physically right now a very long distance away, but time permits, I think stars align. I am on my way to, after, both my sons are settled. I do intend to take this up in detail. So thank you very much. Thank you once more. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. Best wishes to you.
Namaste, Guruji. I'm Ravi Ramanna from Bangalore. I'm a retired banker, and I'm exposed to some of these Upanishads through Ask only. Madam Premaji, Guruji, Acharyaji, Premaji is taking Kathopanishad, Vivek Chudamani and all. I'm attending regularly those classes also, online classes. And this Kaivalya itself, the word, the Kaivalya, realization or moksha, was very much, I was very much interested in knowing about it, and I got the opportunity, that too with a very experienced and divine guru like you. I'm very happy to be in this classes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Raviji. You are from Bangalore, you said?
Yes, Guruji.
Very good, very good. So you're attending Premaji is also a very good teacher, and She's which courses of Premaji you are attending?
Kathopanishad and Viveka Chudamani.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining. Raviji. Good. So, with that, we will conclude today's session. Next class onwards, we will start going into the mantra. There may be a little introduction left, and so we'll complete that intro and then slide into the Upanishad itself. Okay. Thank you. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.
धन्यवाद.